Hey, Buck. Hi, Terry. Are you busy?
I got a meeting with Dan later on today.
In the video?
No, the other... Actually, no, that Dan. Who's the little guy?
Yeah, we need to talk.
Terry, we have a problem.
I think we may.
It's not a problem, that's a baby. Bella's not here and there's a situation outside. Yeah.
I thought you were the situation.
What are you doing?
We're waiting to play cards inside.
You can't go in there because of my mom's event. The room's taken up.
We know.
The room isn't going to be cleared for a week.
We know.
But you can't go in there until it's cleared.
We know, we're waiting.
The whole week?
Frankly, we haven't got anything better to do.
It's going to be a week.
We are very patient.
Yes, very patient.
And really, nothing better to do.
Are you guys insane? But where's Bella? Shouldn't she be taking care of stuff like this?
Jury duty.
Are
you really surprised?
Okay, all right. Point taken.
Hey guys!
Hey, Mike!
What are y'all doing out here?
Who are you?
The room isn't available.
Still? This is total bull.
Who are you?
None of your business. What have they been working on for a week?
I know, right? That's what I said.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the boss.
Well, good for you.
Classic Mike.
I bet your mom's really proud of you.
You'd be surprised.
This is total bull. I took the whole day off and everything for this.
You took a day off for this? For what?
My schedule changed. I haven't been able to make it to the normal games.
Normal games? You've been here before?
He comes here all the time.
If it's any consolation, Terry, I have no idea who he is either.
No, actually, it's no consolation knowing that my assistant has no idea who this random guy is.
Isn't she your assistant's assistant? Oh, I should shut up.
In my defense, I've never been able to stop any of this insanity before.
Why do I pay you?
You don't pay her. I should really shut up. You don't pay her.
Okay, right, okay, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot. I don't pay her. I'm just a little upset right now.
As usual.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, my bad. Who is this guy?
He doesn't talk.
He's doing a lot of talking.
I meant John.
Who's John? Just playing with you.
The time has come, Terrence.
Alec! What are you doing here?
How do you know him and not me?
Terry, where's Judy?
She's not here, and don't come any closer, Alec. It's not safe.
Well, I've been training for months, and now it's time for me to take my revenge.
Now you're gonna take revenge?
Keep your distance, Alec. Seriously, it's not safe.
I've been training for months, and now is...
Who's she?
That's Bonnie, my bodyguard, and the only one who actually does her job.
She deserves a...
Hey, Terry.
We have a mission. A mission to end this situation with the dictator once and for all.
I hate to interrupt your little moment over there, but we still need to talk.
Baby first?
Yeah, baby first.
So young. Hey, maybe he's Mr. Shepherd's boss. Too soon?
That's what I said.
Who are you? There's been a pretty easy line to remember.
Who?
Like,
Oh, hey, Terry.
Jack, what are all the cameras doing in here?
Hey, so apparently we didn't pay rent for the studio. Do you know anything about that?
We're supposed to pay rent?
Mystery solved. Yeah, so they shoved us back here in the corner of the office for free. So.
I don't want back here. Ryan's back here.
Hi, Terry.
Go back to the office, Ryan.
I'm in the office.
Shut up, Ryan.
You know, this is what we're doing tonight. We have KJ and Mitch set up on the couch, and you get to sit next to them. This is it.
I don't want to be back here. This is lousy. Jackie! Hi!
Terry.
Jackie, you're here. Yeah.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, yeah.
Hey, Jackie's our guest tonight.
I know Jackie's our guest today. The guest isn't supposed to be in the office. The guest is supposed to be in that little room with the heating issues.
I can hear you.
Jack, what's going on?
I'm going to be honest with you, Terry. This might be rough, but this is what we got. Okay? And you're just going to have to deal with it.
Okay.
And I also have to tell you, you're late, and you're on the early late night live show every Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Facebook. And Terry, take it away.
Just roll the opening credits, Dan. Welcome to the early late night live show on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 on Exeter Channel 98 and on our YouTube channel, the early, just come walk, turn around on the camera, Arnie. And on our YouTube channel, the early late night live show YouTube channel. Please make sure to like, subscribe, follow us, hit the little notification bell because we need friends. And so, yes, apologies for what's going on with the studio here. Quick shout out to Bob Turnjo, says, hi from Claremont, behind the scenes. Yes, reluctantly, behind the scenes. But this is what behind the scenes looks like. Sort of like a backstage pass. You ever been backstage at a concert? You realize, wow, this place looks really crappy. This is the reason why the audience sits on the other side of the curtain. So, anyways, sitting with me always, unfortunately, is my sister KJ.
Hey,
How you
I like
doing?
it back here. This couch is nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
It's
actually.
bouncy.
Yeah, yeah.
And we match for
Me and
the
you?
couch.
Oh,
Cheers. Chairs.
I miss my couch. I like my chair. I like my chair. I like things. I like my things. You know, I like where's my R2D2 mug?
Where's my Chewy?
Yeah, I'm told my R2D2 mug is being held hostage until the rent is paid. That's just not cool, guys.
How can you do that to a
Just
Wookiee?
not cool. Okay. Anyways, so Mitch Fortier, he's
What's up,
here
dude?
because he can't just get enough abuse. So, and you were quite abused this weekend because you were ADing for a film Stuck, directed by Steve Blackwood.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, a few months in culmination. Well, at least from my part of it, anyways. And we got it off, and nobody died.
That's good. I'm not gonna lie, that shouldn't be like, you know, like someone said, how'd the film shoot go? Well, nobody died. Okay, I didn't realize that was in question.
To be fair, in all of our shoots, that is in question.
But that is in question on all our shoots. But yes, you know, and I get that, you know, everyone's like, why do you, like, I'm very strict on my sets. There's absolutely no alcohol, absolutely no drugs. I don't care if you think it should be legal. I don't care if it is legal. There's no drugs and there's no alcohol on my set, period. You'll be kicked off set. And someone said, well, why are you being a prude? Well, because I have people swinging sticks at each other and beating each other up on a pretty constant basis on my set. Anytime someone can be put at risk, which is we're already put at risk, I'm not going to hinder that by any stretch. So yes, it is a real concern.
There are a lot of ways to get hurt on a set.
There's a lot of ways to get
no
hurt
question
on a set.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Most time it happens from someone tripping over a wire.
I was going to say, I can get hurt walking outside, so.
Yeah, I know. That's really, you know, most time that's where it happens. So thank God for gaffer's tape. But anyway,
But it was
over,
a
I'm
couple of
halfway
long
off the
days
screen
that
There we
I'm proud to say went off despite all the challenges, etc. So
Yeah.
as the movie makers do. But
And you were
and
on
I've
set-
finally recovered.
You're finally recovered. And you were on set too, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
For
she
one
joined
day.
us on Saturday, yeah. And she was our script supervisor, taking notes of all the takes and things of that nature, and keeping people on book and helping me make sure we had all the scenes and the slate correct during the shots.
Oh, nice.
So-
Nice. All right. Well, what have we got in the news? Because this is supposedly the news segment.
It sure is. And so we'll talk some box office as usual. And so Maleficent opened up this weekend and grossed $36 million domestically.
What was the budget?
You know what? So IMDb has taken over the source that I used to use called Box Office Mojo, and they changed up the structure, and they don't have any of the budgets listed up on here.
Maybe
I
they
will
watch
say
what you
the,
show.
the opening of the first one, opened I believe at 89 million. So this is a considerable downturn for them.
Wow.
Really? For
Yeah.
the first Maleficent? Interesting.
Now, it's not uncommon for the sequel to do less, but that's a lot less.
That is a lot less, but I don't think anybody wanted it particularly. So
I don't think anyone really wanted the first one, to be perfectly honest. So,
Yeah.
you know, the long list of Disney movies that no one asked for, like the Solo film.
Maleficent actually happens to be one of those films that will not be available on Disney Plus when they actually
Oh, really?
release it on,
But it's-
or
why
open on November 12th. Licensing issues. There'll be a bunch of films like that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, there's a list of them, actually. I kind of wrote them down just to mention them, but Planet of the Apes, which I think you're a fan of.
I love Disney owns Planet of the Apes. Does
Apparently.
Disney own everything I love? I think they own everything but Star Trek right now.
Now they're in the market.
Joker's in week 3, and they've actually reached almost 750 million worldwide.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Keep in mind,
approaching that
The
1
Dark Knight-
1 billion mark.
The Dark Knight made like 1.3 billion, I think. Keep in mind, The Dark Knight made 1.3 billion.
I'd have to double check on that because I don't think they're in the top 10, and the reason that I say that is because Lion King is 1.6 billion worldwide, made top 10 all-time grossing films, and kicked the Black Panther out.
Wow.
So I don't think Dark Knight's probably pretty close,
No, my point
but they're
being,
probably a
no,
billion.
No, my point. No, it is over a billion. It is like 1.6 billion. It made it just like 1 point something billion.
Yeah, sure,
right?
sure.
But it made a billion at least. Okay. The Joker, which let's be honest, as box office stuff goes, it's not really like it doesn't really come across as this should be a cash cow. It obviously was expected to do well because of its content, but it's not really like a popcorn. It doesn't really come across like a popcorn movie or like a film that spans a large audience,
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And the fact
It's
that
rated R too, I think,
Right.
right? So-
And the fact that it's coming up close to The Dark Knight, which does have a very wide audience, obviously both have the Joker involved, and that's a lot of money that movie is making.
Yeah, that's
for
pretty crazy.
probably
And that's
Look at
only
this,
and that's
Disney-
only after what 18 days.
Yeah.
I will say this, DC does a lot better when they stay away from family friendly.
Yeah.
Like their movies are better. They're, with the exception, I think, of Superman, when they are adult, they are much better
Yeah.
movies.
They do. Yeah.
And I think that's because The Dark Knight, Batman was a very dark comic strip when it came out. It was
Right.
very gangster.
well,
very,
Batman vs Superman did really well. It did well in theaters.
Yeah, it did, but that was darker than.
Right.
you
Justice
know.
League, when it got taken over by Josh Whedon, I mean, granted, because Zack Snyder's kid died, so I mean, that's why we couldn't finish the movie. But Josh Whedon took it over, tried to, I'll call Marvelize it, all right, and it tanked, you know?
It just doesn't work as well.
It doesn't. No.
DC's dark.
Yeah.
So.
I read Justice League's got a new character, but I don't remember who it was. So a lot of good that does.
Yeah.
It Chapter 2, which was kind of a surprise box office open, right? I mean, they're 7 weeks into it, and they are at 450 million worldwide after 46 days.
Wow.
Wow.
For a horror
So,
movie, that's pretty good.
Yep.
There's some real, like,
Just surprises this year.
yeah, you know. I mean, I think everyone's expecting Joker to do, at least, I think everyone expected Joker to be critically acclaimed. I don't think everyone's expected to make this much money, though.
Pretty cool. So Mandalorian, this new trailer out, opening November 12th, which happens to be the same day that Disney Plus is actually launching its streaming platform.
Mandalorian's, isn't that going to Disney Plus, though? I don't think that's a series, so I don't think it's coming out. That's being released on Disney Plus, I believe.
I know a film that is being released on Disney Plus, but that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking that one was going to theaters, but it could be.
No,
strictly.
because it's
You're
a
gonna-
series. I'm pretty sure. Ryan, can you do a
Oh,
quick
that's
check
right,
on
it's a
that? Right,
series.
Mandalorian's a series, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a
okay,
series,
right,
so that
yeah.
makes sense. Okay. So
Okay, thank you, Ryan. You can
hence
stop
the
talking
coincidence of November 12th.
Yes,
with Disney
exactly.
Plus.
Up to the minute
Go
news with
figure
Mitch
that.
Fortier.
Part of that streaming plus conversation that we were having earlier, where like Maleficent, the original Maleficent, Planet of the Apes, a couple of the Star Wars movies, Terry's favorite, Solo. Some of the
Arnie, can you do that dance one more time so we catch it on camera? This is Arnie's very happy dance.
I love Planet of the Apes. It's so stupid, and I love it so very much. There's only 2 movies I haven't seen. No, yeah. Only 1 movie I haven't seen.
That's a whole bunch of
that series.
Of that series. And I've even seen the TV show.
I think
That's how pathetic I am. I have not seen the cartoon either. I will say that.
I think I've actually seen all of the films, but I don't even know there was a series. So
Yeah.
go figure.
Yeah.
I think I've seen one of the movies. So this is like the monkey couch over here. That's the monkey couch over here, and this is like the.
Sorry, I can still
Neanderthal
sing the
couch.
Monkey's Uncle song, which
Monkey's
is
Uncle song?
Disney's too.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, it was the Beach Boys and Annette Funicello, I think, sang it at the opening of the Monkey's Uncle. But anyway,
Conversely.
random trip.
Yeah. So some of the MCU movies will not make it to the streaming platform for a while, but Endgame is not one of them. Endgame will be available on Disney Plus. So
Right.
for those who are looking for that. And Terry, you'll like this. So Lady and the Tramp live action.
Yes, I know. We saw the trailer for it. The one thing I did have to say about it was they had real dogs and real animals, which I was very actually happy to see a movie that said we're going to have a real animal in here. Unlike the live action version of The Lion King, which is just a digital friggin' movie. Like,
I think they're making a sequel
Which
to
is
that.
doing pretty well, apparently.
Huh?
Still, so.
I know
They're
it's
making
doing
a
really. Yes, I understand. Thank you, Mitch. Yes, Mitch, I know it's doing very well. All right, it's a Lion King. It's Hamlet with fur. Like that's what it is. All right, I get it.
And a happy
Okay.
ending. So.
And a happy ending. Yes. All right. Yeah, I didn't like the original movie. I don't think I want to like this movie, but I don't like the idea. It's just.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. You're probably not gonna like Pocahontas either. Just saying.
I'm just hoping it's in theaters for the next week or so I
think
can
you
get
mean-
out and see it because I
Right.
want to see it.
I think you mean Avatar, right? Because.
Well, Avatar 2 is coming out. They filmed 2
Which is-
sequels to
Avatar
Avatar.
2 is coming out.
They did film it
They filmed it, yeah.
because I've been talking about that for a very long time.
Yeah, apparently it's really gonna happen.
And the show is in this room.
True story.
Who in this room has who's actually seen Avatar? Just by a show of hands. Okay.
I own it, actually.
A lot of people own it, Terry. It was a very popular movie.
But he's sitting on my couch.
It's one of my favorite films.
Now you're just needling me. Now you just need. It was so. I thought it was so bloody boring.
Oh, you watched it?
I did see it,
Okay.
yes, because everyone around me was just like, "This is such an incredible movie, such an incredible movie." You give me such a weird look right now. That's weird. This is reverse here.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I don't begrudge you yours, and
I
there's
just
no
thought it was
judgment
like,
here.
I said it was.
Debate.
It was Pocahontas with naked blue aliens. That's what it was.
Did I see
And
Pocahontas?
3 hours long, right?
And 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it was about as imaginative as something that's not
It
imaginative.
had its flaws. It wasn't an epic, writing, accomplishment by any means.
Right.
But I think what really grabbed me was the idea of basically just the storyline in and of itself about humankind, nature, indigenous
Right.
people. Good versus evil, love and hope, and it was just really well done in that regard. So the pace of it, you say it was slow. I don't agree. I think it was appropriately paced.
I guess just
Because you
wasn't
have to
my-
have ebbs and flows. You can't have everything being fast and
I'm
furious.
I'm not like that. I thought it was just boring. Nothing about it really caught my attention. But then again, when The Matrix came out, everyone's like, "This is a masterpiece," and I did not like it when it came out. I really don't. I never thought The Matrix was. Yes, it was. I mean, the same thing with Avatar. It had some groundbreaking visual technology that they did at the time, motion capture and stuff like that. Yes, true. The Matrix came out, had incredible groundbreaking stuff, and it still didn't like it. The story just did not intrigue me.
I think that's always the old argument of art, like the actual visuals versus the story.
Right.
And some people I know lean heavily towards story. Story doesn't work, doesn't matter how nice it looks. We don't care.
And
And some
that's- right.
people, a good visual can make up for a story with holes in it.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we have to
Yep,
go,
you actually gotta go with
Rise of Skywalker released the running time. It's 155 minutes. It'll be the longest Star Wars film.
Depending on which ending they
To
use, but
date.
go ahead.
Hang on a second, guys. I want to state there's something more epic than Star Wars right now. Okay, something more epic right now. Adam Newman who's been a guest of the show and is a fan of the show, is actually
Agrees
going to
with
have yes, Adam Newman. Terry and I actually agree on a movie. Can't stand Avatar. This is a monumental moment.
We have to have a moment here.
Yes, let's just say, I'll take a moment to realize that, wow, Adam, I love you, man. Okay. Mitch, we'll talk more about the news afterwards. We actually got to go to break. I didn't expect us to go this long. And when we come back,
we'll get. Yep, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Never mind.
I'm sorry, Mitch.
Forget about it.
I'm sorry, Mitch.
It'll happen. It'll happen, even though we agree to disagree.
All right. Anyways, let's. When we're back, we'll have our guest, Jackie.
Hug it out.
All right.
Hey Terry, how's it going?
Hey, this laptop's having sound issues again.
Yeah, it seems to be a common theme around here.
Why would this stupid thing work?
Oh, I know IT. Let me take a look.
I feel like this happens every week. We really need to get on top of this.
I'm sure Dan's doing the best that he can.
Yeah, Dan.
Oh, there it is. You had it muted.
I do not have it muted.
And
damn it, Dan.
Stuff about Renee.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to her from Monday as well.
We're live, guys.
We're live.
Hey, hi.
She is an actress. She is a producer. She's the lady on set who went and got everyone lunch, so she is well loved on set. Right, you know? Yeah. She was the woman who told me, you're going to have to handle the marker while I go out and get everybody lunch.
Sorry.
And she's also someone who said that she also hated Avatar, so she's officially one of my favorite guests now. Jaci Kjernander, which is spelled Kjernander.
It's KJ, yeah, so it gets a little confusing.
Yeah.
But we're like kindred spirits, right?
Yes. I mean, right before when we went off air, Arnie was like, you have to pronounce her last name. And I thought, I'm not going to even try it until she gets here.
It's fine.
Because we live in a digital age where everything, we see the person's name, but very seldom do we actually have to hear it. Because it's not like calling someone on the phone saying, oh, you never talked to me before, this is my name. It's like, we're on Facebook, so, you know.
Right, and my first name is spelled Jaci.
Right.
So I constantly get Jaci all the time.
Oh, really?
People that I've known for years will call me Jaci, and then I have to be like, well, it's Jackie. So I put a pronunciation thing on my Facebook so people will know.
There you go.
I saw that.
That was my sister-in-law's idea.
So, but you're here to talk about your film Out.
Yeah, we have a new film we're working on. KJ will be there as our continuity person.
Cool.
It's called Out. It's about a young man who has a secret to tell his family. And it may or may not be the secret that you're thinking it is. But I can't tell you what it is because it gives away the whole thing. So.
Well, that was a good interview. Nice.
Well, I mean, I can tell you more about it. So I'm directing, producing, and I co-wrote. And I've never been behind the camera before, so I'm a little bit nervous. I've always been in front. Well, besides, I guess, I'm Mrs. Osborne, but PAing is a little bit different than...
Yeah, you just do what you're told,
right,
pretty much.
Exactly.
You just go get that. Okay.
You're the lowest form of life.
Right? Which is what I'm used to.
Stand here,
do,
look
but I'm
this
still,
way, blink.
Right, exactly, which I'm used to. But this is a whole different ballgame. So my friend Mallory Silvagrandin, she wrote it with me. She came to me with the idea 3 years ago, but at the time I was 9 months pregnant and living in Connecticut, and I was like, well, I can't write anything with you right now, and I can't do anything right now. So then when we moved back to New Hampshire, my husband and I with our 2 kids, I started not being able to sleep because I started thinking about this idea that she had. And like that's when you know like something's good. So I started messaging her at like 4 in the morning, like, we got to put this in the script. We got to think about this, think about that. She's like, what are you talking about? And then we just sat down and wrote it, and I love it.
Aw.
I mean, it's been rewritten like a bunch, but I'm happy with it right now.
So how long is it? Short film, I'm assuming, right?
It's short film, so it's 13-page script. So I'm thinking it's a lot of dialogue though, so I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes. What do you think? You've read a lot
maybe
of scripts.
15, maybe.
15,
Yeah. You do about a minute a page, is generally.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some pregnant pauses in this script, I think.
But I'm
there was
not
a pregnant pause getting the script made, so it makes sense, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot
that
of...
joke just died.
Yeah, no, because I was telling my own self-deprecating joke at the same time. So.
Too many jokes going on right now.
Too many jokes, yeah. It's a very funny couch right here. It's like full of monkeys.
It's very funny. It's a hilarious script. Do you think so? Because you read it.
Yeah, it was really good.
So KJ emailed me back and was like, I laughed through this whole thing, and I was like, oh, phew.
And there was one line I pulled out, and I'm like, this line here, I love this line.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you like it.
Okay,
Did you have a chance to read it?
I did not have a chance to read
Okay.
the script because I think someone was supposed to send it to me and I never got it.
Don't look at me. I was told
I
not to give it to
probably
anybody.
was too.
Oh,
It
someone,
was me.
someone on
Sorry.
this couch is to
It's been a
blame.
really busy month.
And I only just heard about it today, so
Yeah, that's
not
it.
me.
Someone's on this couch to blame, and it's not the person with the beard. All right.
Sorry.
No, I'm really. It's funny. We sit down with so many filmmakers, and I'm genuinely shocked at this moment when you said it's very funny, because we sit down with so many filmmakers in the show. Very seldom does someone say, I made a funny script, or I wanted to write a comedy. It
Everything's
just
about drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The long staring in the mirror for 5 minutes.
No, this one's funny.
This is, yeah.
Well, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed,
We're
yeah.
hoping people laugh when they see it. We'll see.
So this is your first time being behind the camera.
Yeah, my first time directing and producing.
Mm-hmm.
And through this experience, I realized I really love being in front of the camera. I mean, it's been a great experience, and I definitely want to produce again in the future and write in the future and direct, but I definitely miss preparing to be in front.
If you are getting up at 4 a.m. to call someone because you have an idea, you're officially going to be addicted to being behind the camera. Because once you get that taste, Arnie got that taste fairly recently.
Yeah.
I like being in front. I'm just a hog on set. I want to be in front. I want to be behind. I want to be like in the back with the guys eating the candy. I mean, like everything. I want to do everything.
Right. No, I get it. Like when you have that passion for filmmaking, it just, you want to be all encompassing of it. So.
Right. And I want to be lying on the ground behind the camera shouting, "Do it again!" That's what I would love to do.
Actors must love you.
So I have a burning question, and that is, you got 13 pages. How many days do you plan on scheduling shoot?
We have 2, November 9th and 10th we're shooting.
And are they all in one location? You're going to different places?
All one location, which is huge.
Yeah, that will definitely help.
Yeah, it's one location, and well, technically in the script it's 2 locations, but we're just using the same location, so. But definitely will help. But we're gonna have, right now we have a crew, including cast of like 28.
Wow.
So
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be like a full house. Yeah, it's a lot.
Do you have an AD?
We do. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
7 people on the script. Is that
7
right?
cast members. Yeah.
7 cast members.
7 in the cast.
I love it. The bigger the set, the better. I get, more into it. Like the more people there are around to play. Like I look at it as playing. It's like, oh, cool, we get to all play together. So the more people that come into play, it's like, oh, cool, the game gets bigger. There's more people to play.
Right. Well, as you know, you become an instant family, and like you create this bond on a set that just you keep forever. I always have anyway. I don't know. That's what I've always experienced.
Now, what is your acting experience been?
Well, I grew up doing theater, and then I left. I went to college for music, left after 2 years, and then got into modeling. And then from there, I hadn't thought about film as an option, because to me, growing up, it was theater, and then you saw stars on film. It wasn't like you could do
it was the
film.
unreachable, the untouchable.
Yeah, I didn't know about short films. I didn't know about film festivals. And then Freddie Catalfo, Alfred Thomas Catalfo, put me in his short Slam Man. I don't know if you saw it. It's pretty funny.
I didn't see that one, but you were also in Split Ticket. I saw on your IMDb
and then I was
page
in Split Ticket. I played Pat Nixon.
Oh, right. Okay, yes.
Just towards the end.
Right, yep.
But still, really fun shoot. And then I did Namaste, Christine's Namaste. So, and then I've just done little like commercial type things, nothing major. I did extra work on things, but.
They have 2 kids.
2 kids, yeah. 2 and 1.
2 and 1. Okay.
Yes.
So the 2-year-old, so they're probably not aware that mommy does acting.
No, but when I filmed the audition for Fair Fight, I played it back on our TV at home for my husband, and my son was there, and he saw the TV, and he was like, "Mommy, mommy," he's like, "It's a little mommy on TV." Like he just couldn't understand it at all. Yeah, it was adorable. I loved it. So he's starting to understand a little bit. My 1-year-old, she doesn't understand it. She's 1.
Right.
She just turned 1. So.
Give her a break. She's just 1.
I know. She's super cute.
But Terry can relate. I'm sure.
What's that?
So Terry can relate.
I can absolutely relate. Yeah, give me a break. I'm only 1.
Right? No, but they're sweet. They're Jude and Eleanor are their names.
Aww.
Both named after Beatles songs. Because I love the Beatles songs. Yeah. I love them so.
I was thinking Jude Law.
Well, so his middle name is Loyal. Jude Loyal.
Really?
So my husband and I always talk about because he's an actor. Like he acts. He's just hilarious. He makes faces all the time. He's
Okay,
gonna be an
you're talking
actor.
about your son right
My
now.
son,
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
My
I'm
son
like,
is
yeah, we
an
all know
actor.
Jude Law's an actor. Like,
No, but my husband, I always say, like, if he grows up and starts doing filmmaking and stuff, he has to go by Jude Loyal
Right.
instead of his last name, just because it's such a cool name.
It is a cool name.
Yeah.
Over his last name, so.
all right, so
That could also be a rock name too, like Jude Loyal. And
Oh yeah, if he's a
something.
rock star, sure.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. If he wants to, we support him.
Bob Turner says hi, Jackie.
Hi, Bob.
All right,
I
here
don't
goes
know where to
Bob.
look, but
So as an actress, what is the one role? If you could have play one role, what would it be?
oh my gosh, my dream role of my life is Princess Diana. That's what
Really?
I've always wanted to play. Always, always. Yeah, since I was like since before she even passed, I wanted to play her.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's an interesting.
Oh my God.
Does she,
Wow.
You
they
look
did a
so
film
confused,
about
Mitch.
her, right?
They did.
Okay. Yeah,
Naomi
that's what I was-
Watts played her.
Okay.
And then right now it wasn't very good though.
Okay.
And then now
Coming from the person who doesn't like Avatar, so that's cool. I get it.
and the fourth season of The Crown is going to be introducing Diana as when she meets Prince Charles. But I don't remember
That would
the
be
name
interesting to see how they play that.
Well, I saw a picture of the actress and she looks the part. I just don't remember her name. A no name. She's like new coming up.
No, I
so.
mean, it'd be interesting to see how The Crown handles that
Oh,
whole
I
thing
know,
because
yeah.
there's a lot of opinions about
I know.
that
I'm
relationship.
excited. It's
Yeah.
such a good show.
Yeah, it really
love
is.
it.
Yeah, it's very well done.
Yeah.
So as a first-time producer, what would you say if you had one bit of advice? What you learned so far to someone out there who is considering directing or considering producing a film?
Stay organized.
Yeah.
Staying organized. I don't know, because right now I'm still in the middle of it, so it's just there's so much, and I judge how I'm doing every day by like how many more gray hairs I have in the morning going through this. It's a lot of fun though. I love producing. I love the people that I'm meeting. I love the people we're gonna be working with. So I guess that's my only advice is just stay organized, keep everything together.
And to the actors and actresses out there who want to get out into acting, what would be the one bit of advice you would give them? Because I mean, you've done a decent amount because you've done theater now, and I mean, you're a mom too. So this is really cool that you are. I mean, a lot of times with actors, usually you get them before they have kids and long after the kids retire.
Right.
You know, male and female alike. You usually that little section of having children,
Right.
by and large.
I kind of squeezed them in there.
Yeah.
Well, I also have like the most supportive husband in the world that is not part of the industry at all, and I think that's really nice because I can sort of vent to him about things, and he really doesn't understand completely what I'm talking about, but can just be supportive, which he is completely, and with the kids. So
Smile and nod.
right,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's sometimes that's all you need, you know.
Yeah.
But what advice I would give an actor? I really don't know. I guess to just stay. If you start getting a lot of work, stay humble. And just audition.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do?
Well, Mitch is our pro on the show.
They blame me.
No, I don't blame you. No, seriously, no. Actually, in the opening credits, if you ever see the opening credits, it's I forget what you are, Arnie, the writer, the writer, the pro, and this guy, and but I think Mitch can concur with some of that advice right there. Just
100%.
really, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
If you're not auditioning, people don't know who you are.
Right.
And you're not putting yourself out there.
You got to get your name out there.
You can audition for 100 things, you
Yeah.
know, and maybe get a couple, and one of them might land and be a really cool thing. But if you don't audition for anything, you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, not only that, but also I would say be willing to work.
You have to be willing to work. You have to be willing to travel.
Right.
Another thing is networking. I hate to say this, but I hate networking. I don't like.
It's the business.
But it's the business, and I'll do it. But I don't like being, I'm like, oh hi, Jackie, oh blah blah blah, because I just want to. I feel like when I'm networking, I can't totally be who I am because you have to be so over the top.
You do it the way you did it with me because I didn't know who you were. You came up to me on set and said, "Hi, I'm Jackie. We chatted for a bit,
Right.
And then you gave me something to do on set,
Right.
Right.
Right to work.
Which is honestly the way to your heart.
That's the way. That's the way it works. It's like,
Here,
oh,
stay busy for a minute.
Networking in the film industry I found to be easier than anything else, any other industry I've tried to network in, because I can watch your film and then come up to you and say, by the way, I really love that scene that you did.
Yeah.
And then that's how you So it's not just me saying, hey, I'm KJ, I'm awesome, you need me in your film. It's
Right.
like, that scene you did was great. Can you tell me about how you got there?
That's true. It does, like at the film festival was this past weekend, and it's easy to network there because you're amongst everybody's a filmmaker.
And that's the point of being there, is that it's a network, right?
Yeah, well, that and the films. I mean, I saw a couple really great films, but besides that, it's easy to do.
And I always approach it from the idea of seeing people that I think are doing a good job and wanting to put them on my list of people that I can contact if I ever decide that, that I need somebody like that or somebody who's looking for a referral.
Hey,
like had I known you
So,
were first AD and for Cruise the other months ago, I might have called you like 6 months ago.
And I might have,
I do hate to interrupt, but we actually have to go to break and we have to come back to Trailer Trash. But yes,
perfect.
I forgot to pronounce your last name.
Kjernander.
Bad way to network is to forget someone's last name.
It's a tough name.
It's a tough head to get anything into at this point in time too. But her film Out is going to be shot very soon, and when her film is shot and the trailer is going to release, we are going to show it on the show if she so wishes. So
absolutely,
we'd love to do that.
Thank you.
And when we come back, it'll be Trailer Trash. So stay tuned. Early Late Night Live Show Wednesday night, 7 to 8.
Oh crap!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan. This is The Vertex. So apparently, something happened with WWE 2K20. My guess is that 2K heard the criticisms leveled at EA Sports for Madden 2020 and how it was the same as 2019, and they really didn't want to be lumped in with them. But 2K must have looked at that and decided that if they were going to make a new iteration of a yearly franchise, they should be making it from scratch. Not a bad decision per se, but I'm guessing they didn't have a lot of time left in the development cycle when that decision was made. Because what they ended up with was this, and this, and this. I feel like this was caused by 2K's split with Yuke's back in August. Yuke's developed the first 19 titles in the WWE series, working first for publisher THQ before they closed, and afterwards 2K. The studio, which is based out of Osaka, reportedly left 2K because, get this, they believed that what little time they were given to make the games was causing the quality to suffer. They may have had a point. 2 months later, we get this. Yuke's is currently working on their own wrestling game, and I wish them the best of luck. It's really not easy at all to make games these days, and I wish 2K the best of luck as well. They're gonna need it. For more information, more gaming news, you can check out the Early Late Night Live Show on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and check us out live every Wednesday night at 7 on Channel 98.
Welcome to the Early Late Night Live Show. We're on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 on Exeter Channel 98 and on our YouTube channel, the Early Late Night Live Show YouTube channel. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can get back to our studio because we've been kicked out. Yeah. All right. Anyways, it's our favorite segment of the show, Trailer Trash, and Jackie just can't get enough of us. We don't know what's wrong with her, but we're going to look at it. She decided to sit in.
My favorite part.
Yes. So we're going to go through this first trailer because I know what it is pretty quickly because we got a lot to say about the next trailer.
Yes.
So, and I had half a mind to say we should just do the whole thing about this trailer, but damn it, JJ, I'm not going to give you that much. All right. Arnie.
So our first trailer is Bloodshot.
Yes.
So can we roll that footage?
Roll that beautiful
bean
footage.
This stars Vin Diesel, Sam Heughan, and Eliza Gonzalez. It's directed by Dave Wilson. It'll come out in 2020, in February. And it's about Ray Garrison, a slain mobster who is reanimated with superpowers.
Wow.
Boom.
Now, as you can tell, this trailer is very fascinating looking. And damn it, Dan, behind the screen is wincing because why isn't the trailer playing?
Go.
There it is.
Good job,
All right.
Dan.
So I said I do kind of want to go through this one a little bit quick, and I'm going to leave it mostly to Arnie because Arnie is said she had things to say. But all I want to say is Kevin Bacon. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
That's Kevin Bacon?
No, it's not.
Is that Kevin Bacon?
That's
No, it's
Guy
not Kevin
Pearce.
Bacon. Guy Pearce. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Why do I host a TV show? An entertainment TV show. Yes, a slow clap, Terry. You know.
You could have just said I don't have my glasses on or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have actually. And I don't have my glasses on. So, all right. Let me see. Kastari says, I don't understand a single word that Dan said during the station break commercial. Okay.
Turn your sound on.
Yes.
All right, now.
All right. I'm going to do a quick review of this. This looks like this is a 90s plot. This is definitely a 90s plot with, it looks very graphic. And it could be one of those films that's very clever, but by the trailer of it, I don't think it is, because it looks like it's still trying to be too much of a Vin Diesel movie where it should be a smarter trailer. And as a feature film, as a filmmaker, I think the film could have been smart, but I think it's too Vin Diesel-y. That's my opinion on this. Beyond that, some good visuals and some good looking action. And I do like Vin Diesel, but I don't think he's the right cast for this. So, Mitch, your thoughts on this?
Mine's pretty straightforward. Love Vin Diesel, love the technology idea of it, and some of the kind of microscopic kind of views and just things building themselves back up and things of that nature. It looks quick and fast and interesting. So yeah, I'm looking for. I'd actually like to see this in the theater.
Okay, all right, Jackie.
Nope. I do not. It looks like Wolverine meets Deadpool, but bad.
Yeah, all right.
And what was it Martin Scorsese just said, that all these superhero movies are like carnival rides or something for the viewers?
Or what?
Amusement parks?
Amusement parks.
Okay.
Yeah. And I tend to agree. I'm sick of seeing like the same film over and over. And I'm just not a fan of Vin Diesel.
All right.
Sorry.
Now,
I loved him as Groot.
Now, really quick, so we're going to jump through this kind of quick. I think it's definitely varying degree. But you said
so
yes.
I watched this, and for the first minute, I was like, oh, whatever. Like, this is boring. And then when I realized that they're reanimating him each time and wiping his memory to kill people, I thought, that's kind of cool. You know, they might do something really interesting with that. And then I started thinking, why on earth would you waste all this money and technology when you could just hire a hitman in each different country and take out these guys with a hitman that, you never have to see again? So I went right back to, this is stupid. So cool tech, but probably really stupid. It's probably going to give me a headache in the theater.
All right, so I think we can jump through the rating on this. Arnie, your rating on this?
I'm going to have to give it a meh.
Meh? All right, Mitch Fortier, your rating on this?
So I was kind of a little concerned about the plot line too, in terms of what was going on. So I'm just one sideways, one up.
Yeah, siren going by. This is a live show. We don't edit around these things.
Get all this
In
excitement.
a busy Exeter.
Very loud siren.
I hope they're
Hopefully, everyone is okay. All right, I realize I'm about to complain about someone's interrupting my show while there's a fire truck going by, which makes me kind of a bastard. So I just swore on TV, and we're going to move on with that. I'm Mitch.
I'm still like this.
Still like this. All right, Jackie.
I'm going to go like this.
Double thumb down. And
Whoa.
I'm going to
I
go.
don't want to see it.
I'm going to go one thumb down because I don't think this. It seems like it could have been clever, but I don't think it is, to be perfectly honest. And I was going to give a better rating, but Arnie pointed out a very big plot hole. And so one thumb in the middle, and there we go. That was a quick one. All right, so Arnie, what is the next film up?
I was going to look this up on IMDb, but we can just roll it because we've done this a million times and everybody knows who's in this, who's producing this, and when it's coming out.
Yes.
So we're doing the next Star Wars movie because they just dropped a new trailer, and we reviewed every trailer that's come out so far for Star Wars. So
The Rise of Skywalker.
The final trailer.
I'm the only one that actually saw the premiere of it, probably here on this couch.
Wow, look at
on
Mitch.
TV.
Mitch is seeing the premiere of it.
Because it was during football.
Oh, that's
right.
True. But we're not talking about that because there's
we don't talk sports on this show.
We're talking sports. We're talking about when the trailer was released.
All right, so I've got a lot to say.
So should we start with someone else so they have a chance to
Yes.
say it? Mitch, why don't we start with you?
Okay, so I'm one of those guys that kind of drinks the Kool-Aid when it comes to Star Wars, as we all know. So
Yes.
Anything Star Wars, I'm watching it. I'm going to enjoy it to some degree and level. And there were a couple things that really caught my attention. That was this whole C-3PO, what the hell's going on with him? Why is he saying goodbye kind of situation? And then why is Kylo and Rey taking down the same object somehow or another? They look like they're fighting together. So a lot of questions being raised. And then, of course, Dan promptly pointed out at one point in time that Palpatine speaks. So there's some really interesting things going on here. It's 155 minutes long. I can't wait at this point just to see it as a fan perspective. But there are plenty of other things that I could say about it at this point. So it looks pretty cool. A lot of different worlds. And all the characters that we know.
All right. Jackie?
How do they have Carrie Fisher in this one?
They reused footage from her from Force Awakens.
Okay, so that's cool. I think that's neat that they're able to do that. The last Star Wars movie I saw had Jar Jar Binks in it, so.
I'm sorry.
I know. So it was a long time ago. I haven't seen any of the new ones. Visually, it looks stunning, so I'm sure I will end up seeing it. I'm just not a big Star Wars.
Oh, one last real quick thing. I like the fact that they didn't have like a new little BB-8 or a little, Furby thingy or whatever kicking around that they were trying to promote and make it all cutesy. I'm glad they didn't have one of those in this.
All right, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. All right, Arnie.
All right, so this trailer for this movie bears the distinction of having me for a moment going, huh. And then I remembered who. So I will give them congrats on their music, congrats on their visuals. There's nothing new in this that makes me think I kind of want to see where this is going.
Right.
Because at this point, I've watched all the movies. I don't care about really any of these characters, except I'm fairly convinced that they're probably going to pop off Poe, but but I don't know. They kind of lost me, so.
All right, well, so. As some of you who are fans of the show, clearly have no life, but as some of you who are the fans of the show, may know, I have a lot of opinions about Star Wars, okay? And this trailer to me is damn it, JJ, you're just not getting any better. This is for once, we're like almost the entire back crew, damn it, Dan, Jack, and Ryan, we all just said the same thing, just we're all just like, really? The Rey show. Can I just say this right now? There's a lot of very good actors in there. Daisy Ridley is a good actress. But why is she the only person doing anything cool in this whole trailer?
Can I just interject? Just for a second, when Kylo Ren comes out and looks like I'm really going to do this now, he's been beaten by this woman like 6 or 8 times.
Yes.
It's kind of like, really, dude? Now you're going to do it.
If anything else, if anyone should be rooting for anyone, people should be rooting for Kylo Ren because he's clearly the underdog here. Right. His uncle tried to kill him. His father was going to abandon him. Poor dude. He's been just slapped from left to right by the guy who trained him and by some woman who just came in and knows everything because she's friggin' Supergirl. All right. So, poor Kylo Ren. And 3PO, I'm sorry, you haven't got any friends in this. All your friends have gotten killed off. All right, they're not your friends. I'm gonna give one last look at my friends. Well, they die sooner. You'll see them sooner. All right, and you're not a sentient being. You're just gonna be rebuilt. I don't see how. All right, there's no I'm dying. It's you're on or you're off. All right, let I quote
Did
Han
you even
Solo.
watch Short Circuit?
Let I quote Han Solo. Shut him up or shut him down. All right, and let me just say this. Okay, this is so much the Rey show. This is just the Rey show. This is literally the pattern of the trailer, okay? Rey doing something cool. Somebody staring at something, all right? A cool visual. Rey doing something cool. Somebody staring at something, a cool visual. Rey doing something cool. Somebody staring at something. All the other main characters. Rose Tika, everyone else whose names you can't remember because they don't really matter, all right? Literally, 3PO's line is literally talking about him staring. 3PO's line is literally about that.
That's pretty true. You think in 155 minutes they'd be able to come up with something more interesting than that?
Sorry, does anyone else do anything other than, our director did an imitation with someone turning like this? And that's what everyone else is doing in the trailer, all right?
But I will say this, they do look awesome when they're turning.
I will say one of the cool shots in it, you can't even see anybody, is horses. Now, granted, we don't know
Yes,
why there are horses in space.
I think they're the ones that Rose Tico saved, when she left behind the slave children and released the horses because, hell, they weren't going to, beat those horses anymore.
Right, yeah, I know, yeah. The slave children who were supposed to be watching the horses, so when they lost the horse, they're probably going to get beaten more.
I kind of have a thing about that. I didn't hate Rose Tico as a character, but I hated that decision.
Yeah, that was something good came out of this.
Free the children.
Yes, slave children are going to get beaten because you took away the thing they were supposed to be guarding. So yes, something.
Did you happen to notice that there was this shot of about 100 or 200 or some number of hundreds of ships?
Yes.
Where the Falcon comes in and sits in front of them. Didn't they all get blown up in the last film? When did they get all this?
Star Destroyer coming out of the water? What ocean is seriously big enough to hide that? I'm just asking.
There's probably that's a good point. Yeah.
It must be an ocean planet.
So I think all right. We're gonna go through the rating on this. Because the director's saying we got to go through the rating on this. Mitch Fortier, your rating on this? You can. Hey, this is an open show. I'll give you crap about it after the show. But
Okay, so right now I'm just 2 thumbs up because I'm going to the movies to see this thing.
All right.
Period.
Definitely 2 thumbs up for visuals, except for the
Yeah.
shots through the woods. Look boring. To be perfectly honest. Yes. All right. Most expensive film, like one of the most expensive films ever made. Was highly anticipated.
You
films
gave
think
your
better.
review.
Sorry. Sorry. There's a lot to this. Okay, Jackie.
I'm just gonna do this because I have like no opinion on it.
I am obviously going to go to see this, probably opening weekend, probably with my niece, so we can make comments. But so definitely in the middle.
Yeah. Definitely in the middle. I love what she says, I'm obviously going to go see this, so it's definitely in the middle. Because we've done 2 thumbs up to films we've literally said we won't go see in the theaters.
I almost bought tickets for opening night for midnight showing, but.
All right,
If you want to hang out with me and my niece, we'll probably be seeing it the next morning.
Adam Newman says, I am so sorry that you all hate good things, you all need hugs.
I have not seen it, so I have no opinion on Avatar.
No, I think he's talking about Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, Arnie and Adam are going to do a debate. Was The Last Jedi
Yes,
good
because
or
I'm
bad?
really puzzled about how you could defend Last Jedi.
Okay.
I'm
all
really
right, yeah.
looking forward to that.
Anyway, so my rating time, all right. I haven't done this one in a long time. This is getting 2 thumbs in the eyes because, damn it, I'm just sick of this. This is just so stupid. Nostalgia! Ray's cool! Cool shot! Everyone's staring. End of story. 2 thumbs in the eyes. We're going to break. Yeah, damn. Cut it.
No!
Again.
What's going on?
Well, we're trying to film a promo for early late night live show, but Facebook Live keeps kicking us off.
Technical difficulties. Tell me about it.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. All right. It's the early late night live. Let's see, 10.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you know that people should watch the show because we have so much fun, talk entertainment news and you know things like that, and of course my segment.
Yeah.
I swear, Facebook hates us.
You know, hey, maybe if we do this.
Ooh. Oh.
Whoops. Accidental selfie.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Let me.
I got it.
No. You apparently don't.
No, I
You don't actually know what you're doing.
But
all right.
it's my phone.
Yeah. No. Listen. Let me do it. Let me do it.
guys.
You're acting like such a girl.
Oh my gosh, you
Guys.
What?
We're live.
Hey! Join us Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Exeter Channel 98.
And on YouTube, when it works.
And we'll talk entertainment news and trash some trailers, and then of course we've got my segment. So don't miss it. Join us on Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Siblings.
Welcome back to the early late night live show on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 on Exeter Channel 98. Thank you, Jackie, for coming on the show, and make sure to check out our film Out. When it's out, we will have it. This is awkward. Okay.
Check
right
out
now,
the Facebook page for Out.
Check out the Facebook page for Out. We'll drop it in the link below. Right now, we're going to take a little gander into a wonderful world that is Planet Jack. And we don't have the green screen, so Jack's got to come and sit on the couch between Arnie and Mitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys.
Okay, yeah, because we don't have a... right, okay. All right.
So what, the transporter's not working today, Jack?
Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Jack, you want to
Make yourself comfortable.
So, welcome to Planet Jack. It's going to be pretty loose today. We don't have a green screen. We don't have a teleprompter. We're in the back of this weird office.
Yeah, with Ryan.
with Ryan over there and Dan. Hey, Dan. Just wanted to do a shout out to the crew.
Yeah.
So in the world of music, what I've been listening to, one of my favorite bands for a long time, Cage the Elephant, is on the top of the rock charts. They just hit #1 for the first time in their musical career. I really like them. They're like alternative, rock, heavy guitar, heavy drum, weird singer.
All the good stuff.
All the good, punky, Another thing in music, we were talking about Tool because they just came out with a new album.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Tool for a long time. It's been 13 years since
We were just
new
talking about
music.
a Tool who directed. Right.
No, not a Tool. Tool the band.
Got it.
So they had a show last night, and a guy wanted a picture. He was in the front row. He said, "Hey, man, can you take a picture of me?" Mm-hmm. Not knowing it was Eddie Van Halen that took a picture of him.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was not in the picture.
Yeah.
So there's a
Honestly,
picture.
that'd probably be me. I know the name, but I don't know the face.
There's a picture of Eddie Van Halen taking a picture of this fan. So that's music news. I like video games as well. PlayStation 5 is just had like this major leak. So they got their release date and price released without them knowing it.
Oh.
It's supposed to be $499, and it's coming out at the end of December 2020.
$499 or $4.99?
No, $499.
Okay, all right. I don't know much about video games. Yeah.
Clearly, you're not a gamer.
Yeah.
New consoles usually $400, $500. So that's supposedly cheaper than the Xbox, which is supposed to be over $500. If you guys are interested at the end of next year. Also, in the world of bad video game news, Fallout 76 was kind of a fail when it was released. Not a lot of people liked it. Yeah, that's an understatement, right? That's a little bit of an understatement. They had major glitches, people didn't want to play it. There was no characters in it. It was all just people, so it felt empty, So you were just wandering around this desolate wasteland, which is what you're supposed to be doing, but then it was just you and some people randomly.
There's going to be a lot of like Xanax prescriptions after that or something
yeah,
like that.
But apparently they're still trying to make their push with a $100 subscription because you do have to pay monthly for it, which I find outrageous.
$100 a year?
$100 a year. And that's separate than you're paying for the Xbox. You paid for the game already. And
so is it an MMO then? Style?
Yeah, it's like MMO. You play with other people. Yeah.
Arnie, do you know what MMO means?
Which I had a feeling that was coming.
So if you're a nerd like
I realized that you put her under the gun too.
I hope we were going to connect on
no,
something
Terry,
else
don't,
today.
do you?
Arnie, you clearly know what MMO means, right? Yeah. You're in the insurance industry, so it makes sense, right?
I know what a BOP is. But
Essentially, where the world is endless, and many people get to play.
Massive multiplayer online is what it shows.
The actual definition.
Okay.
So World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Basically,
Or
yeah.
thousands.
Servers, yeah.
I mean, the only thing I know about those kind of games is that occasionally people meet and make friends on
Yeah,
there. And
people-
there's been a few cases where people have actually gotten married because of people that they've met on these games.
Yeah, they meet their clans, they meet their guilds, and they get friends instead of,
I have friends all over the
outside.
country because of the gaming world.
That's true, it happens. When I played games a lot more often, yeah, I did too.
Now
So
you're
that's,
married, so you're not allowed to have friends, right?
Nah, that's not true.
He's got us.
So I'm here every Wednesday. So that has been a minute on Planet Jack. You guys can go back to the early late night live show.
Okay, all right.
All right, cool.
All right.
I
So-
learned something new today.
You learned
MMO.
I know.
Mo.
I know, like, nothing about games. But anyways, you have some news. Unfortunately, I had to cut you off.
Oh yeah, no, we talked obviously with other stuff, but so Renee Bergeron, a very good friend of ours,
Yes,
in general, and a supporter of film and an actress and a musician of her own right.
Yep.
She's actually doing some theater down in oh, by the way, first of all, happy birthday to
Happy
Renee.
birthday,
It was
Renee.
Past
Happy birthday,
Monday,
Renee. Yep.
and she's going to be playing a lead role. If I'm not mistaken, she can correct me if I'm wrong, but Judy Denmark, the mother of a daughter who is apparently an actress or willing to do whatever it takes to get ahead in the world, down in Massachusetts. The show's called Ruthless. It's a Huntington Theater production, but it's actually going to be performed at Dean Hall at Caldwood Pavilion, November 21st to 24th, and tickets start at $47, which is like 4 times more than any of my shows ever, charged. So it should be a really well done. I'm going to expect a really strong production.
Don't worry,
It'll be
me
cool
and
to
Arnie's
see
had
her.
screenings where we paid people to come.
You said it as though we had some that didn't.
So I'm hoping to get down and to see it at least, and because it just I haven't seen a good professional production in a while. So. And support Renee. That'd be cool.
Yeah, no. Renee's a very, very talented actress. Very fun lady to work with, and she's a director too, because she directed
Mrs. Osborne. Yeah.
Mrs. Osborne,
Which
right.
I was on. I played Fanny the maid.
Yep. Like, I I was on set for a little bit, and obviously Jackie was a PA on set. One last thing I would just want to say, and I think Mitch can corroborate with this. When I said be willing to work, I mean if you're willing to take like a PA job, or if you're willing to take a set decorating job, that's especially on professional sets, that's the best way to meet people. If you're an extra on professional sets, you're only going to really meet extras. You know, that's, I mean, you really just sort of, you're held into a little room and you're all told to stay there. Yeah. You're treated well typically as an extra because you are fed and you don't do a heck of a lot throughout the day. By and large, really, you just
because you're just told to sit here, you know, go eat, and then, hey, we need you on set.
Right, yeah.
Pretty much. If you can do those things, then you're fine.
On a professional set, if you're a PA, you'll be treated like utter trash, but you'll get to meet a lot of people, you know?
Yeah, downtime.
And on indie sets too, being a PA is the best way to get the eye of the director and the producer. And if you're say, well, I'm an actor, I don't want to do PA. No, they trust me, as a director and as a producer, I don't really care if you've had acting experience. I like you. If I like you, I want to put you. And you say, hey, I want to act. If I like you and I liked working with you, I want to give you whatever you want. You know. So to me, when I said work, be willing to work. Know your craft, obviously, but be willing if someone says, hey, I'm looking for someone to just give me a hand setting up a set. If you show up early on that set, you're guaranteed to get the first call when it comes to it. I mean, me and Arnie went through this with the fair fight. We had a couple guys who just drove out of their way willing to show up. They're going to get the first call because they were willing to put themselves out there. That's really, really, really important if you want to get in there. And it just makes you a much more likable person, you know, unlike me. So.
We like you well enough.
Oh, thanks. All right. Arnie, any last words for this show? Because we were just about to wrap this up.
I guess I have to subscribe to Disney Plus now because they have Planet of the Apes, which I was going to anyway because I really hope that they have Bejeweled from the
Well,
the
see,
1990s.
maybe you missed the detail about that. That's not going to be available on Disney Plus till later on because of licensing issues. So it's going to be delayed.
Oh, it's not there immediately?
Correct.
In that case, I can save my money.
Yeah, you can wait for a little while.
Also, we were talking about networking, and if you and I ever get to Hollywood, which is going to happen,
right.
We probably should avoid any parties that J.J. Abrams is going to.
Yes, yeah. To be perfectly honest, on this show, I think I've insulted a lot of people. I don't think I'm going to get invited to a lot of parties because, you know, one thing that's going to be for sure, if you ever do get famous, they're going to go through your social media history. And they're going to find a lot of opinions from me. Like, oh, half of Hollywood's going to just stay in New England. Like, just, and all of, like, England is going to be like, too British? Well, sir, you are not allowed here. The BBC does not want you. So,
you called my show too British. What was making Britain?
I honestly don't know how to take that.
Yeah. Mitch Fortier, any last thoughts?
No, man. I'm just glad to be back on a little bit of normal routine after Stuck is now.
You still seem kind of exhausted, like you're still healing up from.
Well, literally, I mean, I just finished submitting our SAG paperwork today, and we've got some post-production stuff to do, but a little bit of a break. We got a party on Thursday night, or at least a gathering. It's not really a party, gathering, but Steve's playing down in Massachusetts somewhere, and so I'll go to that on Thursday, and then. Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to my next project. I've got a nice referral after this one from some people on set, and hoping something comes out of that. It'll be very cool.
And
we'll see what happens.
You just started out as an actor too.
So,
and all of a sudden you're working your way into this.
I did. I did theater just like Jackie. I started out in theater and then decided, why am I not doing film with the rest of my life? You know, because it was such a great experience. And then here I am working front of, back of, and producing seems to be kind of a thing for me. So
it's fun, isn't it?
I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah, you gotta love that adrenaline. All right. Anyways. It's your late night live show. We're on every Wednesday night, 7 to 8 on Exeter Channel 98. Please make sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube and like these videos. And let us know what you want to see. Let us know if you want to see us back in the studio, because we want to be back in the studio because it's really hot back here. And this and this shirt is a little bit heavier than I planned on it being. So anyways, thank you to Jackie for coming on to the show. Thank you to the crew who I don't usually have to see this much, but now I do. Anyways, well, who's our guest for next week?
Artemis Crow.
Artemis Crow is back on the show.
Oh, that's right. And our special guest co-host, Priscilla Mills.
Who's going to be on the show. So,
Which we used the wrong name because I can't remember her
Baronet March.
Baronet March.
Yeah.
Both of them are going to be
She's got some big news to share when she gets back.
All right. Well, looking forward to that because Arnie's going to be gone again. Anyways. We'll be back next week. Or Late Night Live Show, Wednesday night, 7 to 8, Exeter Channel 98. Hey, you made it. Thank you for watching our show, and be sure to join us next week at 7 p.m. on our YouTube channel, The Early Late Night Live Show in Exeter Channel 98.
And if you have any questions or want to be a guest on the show, you can email killarneyt@gmail.com. There might be a link or some info somewhere around here.
Below. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. You won't regret it.
We
They
hope.
won't regret it.
Yeah.